Dozens of well-known celebrities identify with the Catholic faith, some more than others. Let's take a look at some of Hollywood's Catholics, as well as some of the stars that haven't properly adhered to the faith. Bill Murray, known for his roles in Ghostbusters, Lost in Translation, Groundhog Day, and many others, grew up in an Irish Catholic household. The middle child of 9 and the brother of a nun, he speaks of Catholicism with an intimacy and affection many Catholics would appreciate. He is a huge proponent of Pope John XXIII, but disagrees with many of the changes to the Mass that were brought along by the Second Vatican Council. He also thinks many potential 20th century saint candidates were passed up in order to rush through canonizations for the likes of Pope John Paul II and Mother Teresa. In an interview, Murray stated, "I tend to disagree with what they call the new Mass. I think we lost something by losing the Latin. Now, if you go to a Catholic Mass, even just in Harlem, it can be in Spanish, it can be in Ethiopian, it can be in any number of languages. The shape of it, the pictures, are the same, but the words aren't the same." Steve Carell, known for his roles in The Office, 40-year-old virgin and anchorman, was raised in a Roman Catholic household and often acknowledges his faith. While filming Evan Almighty, a comedy concerning the biblical flood, Carell stated, "I'm Catholic, born and bred. I hope that God gives me guidance and that He directs me to make good choices and that He helps me with my family." In 2019, Carell served as the commencement speaker at Newman University. The university is named for John Henry Cardinal Newman and founded by the adorers of the blood of Christ for the purpose of empowering graduates to transform society. Appearing on The Howard Stern Show, Carell was questioned on his Catholic faith. He defended his Catholicism, albeit he did falter on some questions of doctrine and did not rigorously defend the faith as many had hoped he would. Carell mostly keeps his faith private, but he has been complimentary of Pope Francis in the past. Gwen Stefani, known as the lead singer of the band No Doubt, and as a judge on The Voice, has strengthened her faith in recent years. Father Drennan, who married Stefani, had this to say about her. "She was a parishioner. She actually was a church-goer. She did not go every Sunday, but she would come enough that kids in the school would stop and say, 'Did you see Gwen Stefani?' She went on to have her first child baptized by Father Drennan." Unfortunately, Stefani has faltered in her faith by divorcing her first husband, Gavin Rossdale. She later went on to receive an annulment from the Catholic Church. Her current husband, Blake Shelton, has stated, "She has such a strong faith in God. If Gwen was sitting here right now, she would go, God and then everything else. That's number one in her life, and has been her whole life." Recently, she has been posting about her faith on her Instagram page and follows accounts such as Catholic Answers and Bishop Robert Barron. Kevin James, most prominently known for his roles in King of Queens, grew up in a Catholic family in Stony Brook, New York. James is not shy about sharing his Catholic faith in his life, to the media, or even on the screen. His 2012 hit, Here Comes the Boom, showed fighters and trainers, hands linked in prayer, before a fight. When asked about his faith and his willingness to witness to others, he said it is very important to him. Speaking to Catholic media in 2012, James said, "I was born and raised Catholic and absolutely love my faith and learn more and more about it all the time. It's nice to have that going into whatever you do, whatever part of life you take upon yourself." James was seen in attendance at the 2020 Catholic Sikh Conference and considers well-known Catholic author Scott Hahn a friend. Throughout his career, James has made it a priority to make clean content that the whole family can enjoy. Nicole Kidman, known for her roles in Eyes Wide Shut, Moulin Rouge, and countless other movies, recently underwent a renewal of her faith and a return to the religious roots of her childhood. Kidman apparently considered Scientology during her marriage to actor Tom Cruise, and also gave Buddhism some serious consideration. The 2 children that she had with Cruise are practicing Scientologists to this day. In the early years of her life, She had even considered joining a convent as a nun or a religious sister. She stated, "I loved the idea of being a nun. Obviously, I did not choose to go that path, but I was very drawn to it." Along with her husband, Keith Urban, she considers mass attendance a necessity every Sunday. She made news a number of years ago after she confessed that she's often teased by her friends for her faith. It's no doubt that an actress as prominent as Kidman would face criticism from the largely secular and culturally degenerate forces in Hollywood.